We actually made them.
Just stroke your beefcake 3+ times, boom. At least you'll just be passed out in the bed, wake up, back in hand, washcloth still wrapped around it, like,
Oh.
Every night!
Yeah, he has suicide grip, which is why they call it suicide grip. So I don't know if you guys have heard, but the original Shang Tsung, he passed away at 75. We kind of talked about it the other night. No, I never injured myself before. Like I said, I'm very shocked to see an Asian man die at 75 years old. It's definitely different. Young for an Asian guy, but exactly. Rest in peace to Kari Hiroyuki. Kai Hiroyuki Dagwa. I hope I said it right. If I didn't, I'm black. But definitely shocked to hear that he died at 75 years old. So a wife goes viral for divorcing her ice warden husband after finding out that he cheated with a black. So this is what he was doing. Had his whole face in his get ass. Told you niggas, ice wardens love black ass. It says direct feed PS3 gameplay screens. So they're saying this is PS3, which we know PS3 had good graphics. PS3. And they're just basically showing you that Metroid's graphics. Somebody said PS3 graphics, they said. So they're trying to just show you, I guess, that yes, this is PS3 graphics in a sense. Yeah, I did a whole bit on Kai's mental health and everything. It'll be up on the channel as well. Now imagine if I just came out the house like this with just spray paint on my dome.
Which is his gallery. We're introducing Jackson Family Legacy with the museum, and it's basically, it's called the Treasures Collection, done by my late brother Michael. It's 200 some pieces, and we want to have it here. And I think the museum will be all of the...
I'll bookmark it because he's, like, the fact that he could just rock paint on his head in a full face of makeup is just crazy. That shit is insane. Like, it's just actual paint. Like... And why is it round? How come you just can't have the shit square or something? It says Rachel Zegler at the NY Mag Cultural Cocktail. I want to click on the chat, but I can't. Who is this? Is this the X23 chick, right? Is this her? Oh, it's a Snow White chick? Oh, she made sure to come here and show these boobs with these giant areolas. Definitely some good naturals. She's bad, but she's a yapper. Those be the best kind. A chick that likes to yap loves to glurp and glob. You ever notice that quiet bitch doesn't really like the dumb dick like that? But a chick who talks a lot, glurp globber. Look, it says studies show how women's farts smell way worse than men's. I told you guys this, remember? Researchers took samples and ran a fart sniff test. Told you guys, females fart is like just toxic. Anytime I've ever had a female fart in front of me, like it was just literally like, it stunk so bad I got angry. Khloe goes on an X-rated tangent on Kim's TikTok live. Khloe Kardashian gives blowjob tips for Christmas.
I mean, you're gonna be drunk at the holiday party, probably hook up with him. Probably and like, Mom, I didn't say anything wrong. I was gonna say, just do it and say yes, I have the crush. No, but then if you give him like a blowy in like the closet, and then this is a family show and we're live. It's on TikTok. TikTok has a lot of variations, and I didn't say one thing wrong. I said blowy. Chloe's blowy. Okay, Chloe's blowy. She won't.
If she know how to blow dick like that, then that dude would have been cheating crazy. That's for sure. Tristan Thompson was definitely looking for something else. It says, name a bigger downgrade. I don't know if this is a bad picture or... Let me personally, I prefer this one. That's just me. I like the bigger boobs. I like the thicker body. It's just more my speed, but she deals with lupus, so she bounces up and down basically. And plus, why are people showing? Isn't this like an adolescent picture of her as well? Like, you can't show a picture of a woman when she like wasn't even fully developed yet and compare it to her grown woman stage. But somebody said name a bigger downgrade. Ariana Grande's. Bro, people been bagging on Ariana Grande for years now. But then somebody posted an even worse one. Went from Juno to... Yeah, this one is just crazy every time I see it. Because at first I used to think it was like photoshopped. But no, it's an actual fact. So Netflix confirms it will acquire Warner Brothers, including its film and television studios, HBO and Netflix. HBO Max and HBO for about 82.7 billion after separation of Disney or Discovery Global, which is expected to be completed in quarter 3. Now it hasn't been official yet. He did purchase, but like people are trying to get it vetoed, like I said, because it makes, you know what this actually does? It turns Netflix into a fucking monopoly. That's what it does. Yeah. Oh, it is. I did get the email as well, so it's done. Wow. Whatever I was busy. So Netflix, I'm confused. So Netflix is getting HBO Max? How does that work? So it's gonna be HBO Max on Netflix, or just... Damn, bro. Netflix deadass just turned into a monopoly. So they get established TV franchises and library, HBO Max games and consumer products, and experiences film and TV studios, which is WB, DC Studios. They also get 2 of the most popular all-time film franchises, which is Harry Potter and or Superman. TV production. Anything you could damn near possibly imagine. One that sticks out like a sore thumb to you guys would be Game of Thrones. And many, many more. Hold on a second. No, I said people are also making jokes about the Netflix shit, saying Netflix Harry Potter will be a black with glasses in 4C, which most likely will come from the UK. They're just making a joke, but they're just showing you the, you know, potentials of what could possibly happen. Let me continue to find it. There's another post. Here it is. All right. So it says Netflix now owns the right for Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Smiling Friends, all of the DC Universe, Godzilla, The Evil Dead, Blade Runner, Batman, Dune, Watchmen, Mad Max, Superman, King Kong, The Matrix, The Game of Thrones, and many others, just to name a few. Yeah, Netflix is officially a fucking monopoly at this point. There's another post as well that I wanted to read to you guys about it. Well, he's talking about it. The Netflix Warner Brothers merger is bad, and he kind of explains why.
I might be the only movie talk person to be real with you about this, but Netflix buying Warner Brothers for $82.7 billion is a bad thing. Some of the properties that Netflix is going to own when they buy Warner Brothers, if this deal gets approved, is DC, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, all of HBO, and HBO Max. 100 years worth of movies and TV. Not only is this the streaming wars, streaming service versus streaming service, it's always been about streaming service versus the theatrical experience. And also, physical media, Blu-rays. Remember what happened with Blockbuster? One of my favorite places of all time. When Netflix started the DVD by mail service, Blockbuster was on a path for doom.
Isn't it crazy that that's how Netflix started? You used to have to mail in, well, they would mail you a movie and you had to mail it back. Crazy they came a long way. They went from mailing DVDs to fucking a streaming service.
Their own dude.
Yeah, they used to be the Netflix kiosk. Yeah, Redbox outside all these ghetto ass stores and shit. Obviously, Redbox doesn't exist anymore, but
Doomsday. And look what happened. If we don't pay attention to the patterns that occur in history, we are doomed to repeat.
yeah, it's gonna end up fucking being this shit. All your movies would just say, all your theaters would just say fucking Netflix. Yeah, they're trying to monopolize the movie industry, the movie and film, TV and film industry. And they're really, really fucking close to doing it.
It. And so I feel like the next logical step for Netflix, as it's growing to absorb half of pop culture, it starts off with Blockbuster, then Warner Brothers, one of the most famous and greatest movie studios ever, to next, theaters. People are gonna lose jobs. We're gonna have less storytellers, less artists, smaller voices of truth and reason and empathetic stories. The amount of TV shows and movies produced is going to be reduced to ashes. And you are crazy to think that Netflix would prioritize theatrical releases when they are a TV home streaming service. First and foremost, the priority are the shareholders and the subscriber, which is very bleak for the future of the film industry because it changes the mentality of artistry to content consumption. And that's what worries me the most. The CEO of Netflix believes that the consumer truly just wants to watch the movie at home.
That's what makes it even fucked up. I did see that quote too, where he's saying that they're trying to shorten the theatrical run to hurry up and bring the movie home. And that came from the CEO's quote himself. I don't know who lied or who keeps trying to push this propaganda that people don't enjoy going to the movies, but one of my favorite things to do is to go and see an actual fucking movie. I don't believe in that shit. When there's a new movie out, people actually go to see it. There is no, oh, new movies are out and people are just not going to the fucking theaters. That's bullshit. Otherwise, the movie theaters would shut down.
When that's been proven wrong time and time and again, especially when you think about the latest re-release of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, which was the second biggest re-release in cinematic history with, I believe, $25.6 million at the domestic box office. We need somebody like a Tom Cruise, Ethan Hunt to step in and stop this merger from happening. Even the Writers Guild of America are saying this must be blocked. And the reason we have antitrust laws is to prevent this very thing, so that there is fair competition in the film industry and not one company like Netflix monopolize the entire thing. Because best believe, why would Netflix ever make physical copies or Blu-rays of something like The Batman Part 2 or 3? That's all theirs. It'll be theirs to own. Why would they ever make a physical media to share with anybody? If they own it, they can guarantee subscribers to be on Netflix to watch The Batman 2.
You know what else it would do too? Is they would probably add more tiers, which would make that shit dumb expensive a month. They'd be like, oh, you want to watch this? This is going to be locked into that tier. So all they would do is just add more and more tiers to Netflix. Just to generate more fucking money, because you're going to feel left out like, damn, well, I want this, but fuck, it's locked behind S tier. But fuck, if I don't get S, I got to get triple S tier. I'm just using that as an example. Yeah, exactly. They already lock, don't they lock shit behind like certain, yeah, exactly. Yeah, they lock shit behind no ads, 7, yeah, exactly. Yep. Knowing good and damn well I don't want to watch shit in no fucking 720. So of course I'm gonna pay for the fucking 1080 and 4K.
2 and 3, anything, Game of Thrones, a Stranger Things hit, Welcome to Derry crossover, exclusively on their...
Hey Moz, get this bitch ass nigga out my stream with that Twitter shit. I don't even know what the fuck these niggas talking about. Get him out of here.
Platform. They struck a gold mine with Warner Brothers. Now that we know the Directors Guild of America are planning to meet with Netflix to discuss their concerns, I'm really hoping Christopher Nolan, as the president of the DGA, can say something, can step up, can become Captain America, and prevent this. Because Netflix could own the Dark Knight trilogy. This is literally gonna be Hollywood Civil War on Netflix.
Somebody in Emerald says initially Paramount offered, I won't say that word, but offered such and such 25 million per share, and then Netflix won the bid by offering 27 per share. Wait, you mean $25 per share? And then Netflix won the bid by offering 27 per share. Paramount now realizing they fucked up by that retarded CEO offering more than 30. Okay. 25%. Yeah, why'd you put a dollar sign?
Documentary between Christopher Nolan and all the streaming services. Something has to be done.
Skynet. Skynetflix, basically, right?